Let us see the another very important article of Unit 4 from Pulse and Digital Circuits, monostable multivibrator. Let us see what is this multivibrator. So let us write one by one. As the name itself indicates, monostable multivibrator. This multivibrator consisting of one stable state and one quasi-stable state. So that is the first point you have to mention. So this multivibrator consists of one stable state and one quasi-stable state. So this is the first point you have to mention about this multivibrator. So it consisting of one stable state and one quasi-stable states. What is means quasi means? In the stable multivibrator we have discussed, quasi means temporary state. So let us discuss the second point. The circuit will be initially in a stable state. So that is first, when you connect the circuit will be initially in stable state. Initially the circuit will be in stable state. The circuit initially will be in stable state. So in order to switch the circuit from stable state to quasi-stable state, we have to apply trigger. So that is what we are writing. When trigger pulse is applied, all these points we will discuss in the circuit. When the trigger pulse is applied, what will happen? The circuit will switch from stable state to quasi-stable state. The circuit will switch from stable state to quasi-stable state, and it will remain in this quasi-stable state for some time, and again switches back to the stable state. So this is what you have to mention. When the trigger pulse is applied, to the circuit will switch from stable state to quasi-stable state. This is a temporary state. Once this temporary state is over, and again it switches back to the stable state. So it is also called as this multivibrator. That is, it is also called as one-shot multivibrator. This multivibrator is also called as one-shot multivibrator. So just like unstable multivibrator is called as free running multivibrator, monostable multivibrator is called as one-shot multivibrator. It is mainly used. What is its main purpose? It is mainly used to generate pulses. Its main purpose is to generate pulses. So that is the purpose of this monostable multivibrator. This monostable multivibrator can produce at the output the pulses of width, say tau. We can vary this width. So that is the main purpose. Like a stable multivibrator, what is the main application of a stable multivibrator? It is mainly used to generate square wave. Similar to that, the monostable multivibrator is mainly used as a pulse generator. It will generate pulses. So let us see the circuit diagram of this. Very simple circuit diagram. So first let us draw the circuit diagram. Very simple circuit diagram. So it consisting of two identical transistors similar to. It consists of two identical transistors Q1 and Q2. Let us take two identical transistors Q1 and Q2. So let us say the collector resistor of this transistor is RC1. The collector resistor of this transistor is RC2. Let us ground these emitters, both the emitters. Let us ground this emitter and this emitter also till this point the circuit is same. Just connect the collector output of this transistor is coupled to the base of this transistor. Let us connect the power supply. To the circuit. So this is VCC plus VCC to the circuit. So let us call this resistance capacitor say C. So let us call this resistor as say R. Till this point the circuit is same. Only change is that here remove the capacitor and replace resistor say R1, resistor R1, and here place one more resistor R2 and connect the power supply minus VBB. Remember, connect the power supply minus VBB. So this is the simple circuit diagram of monostable multivibrator. So where you can take the output at this collector VC2, where you can find a pulse of like this nature of duration T at the output of collector. So you can easily observe from this circuit, this is about the monostable multivibrator circuit diagram. You can easily say that. So what is the initial stable state? So the stable state, I said earlier, initially the circuit will be in stable state. So what is this stable state? You can easily observe that which transistor is going to be off, since its base is connected to the negative power supply. So therefore, what is the status of Q1? The status of Q1 is initially off. So this point is very, very important. Initially, that means in the stable state, Q1 is in off condition. So Q2, since the Q2 gets enough base drive from power supply VCC, so therefore Q2 is in on condition. So this is the first point, the very, very important point you have to mention in the examination. Initially, Q1 will be in off condition because we have provided minus VBB to this transistor, and Q2 is in on condition. So therefore, similar to a stable multivibrator, when this Q2 is in on condition, this capacitor C will charge from VCC, RC1, C and through on transistor Q2 to plus VCC. So that is the next point you have to mention. So since we can write it as, since Q2 transistor is in on condition, the capacitor C charges through, what is the charging path? RC1, the capacitor C, and Q2 on transistor. So I am showing the path as simply this is RC1. So this is the power supply VCC. So this is the capacitor C, so which is connected to the base of transistor Q2. What is the status of initial condition of transistor Q2? The transistor Q2 is in on condition. You have to clearly mention this point. Q2, just I am mentioning the charging part which we have discussed. The capacitor charges with this polarity through this path. Whenever capacitor finds short circuit, it always charges and discharges. So in this case, the capacitor is connected to the power supply. It charges like this. So we have to mention clearly this point. Now, so the next point, this is say point 6. So let us say point 7. So how to make this transistor? So what is initially Q2 is in on condition, Q1 is in off condition. How to make this transistor Q2 into off condition? Very simple. So just apply negative trigger pulse. So of this nature, negative trigger pulse. We have to clearly mention negative trigger pulse. You have to clearly mention like this. When this negative trigger pulse is applied at the collector of Q1, this negative trigger pulse is coupled to the base of Q2. Since we apply here, this is coupled to the base of Q2. Once, what happens when it receives the negative pulse at the base? It immediately switches off. Once it switches off, Q1 turns into on condition. That is a very, very important point. Where we apply the trigger pulse? The trigger pulse is applied at the collector of Q1. So this trigger pulse is coupled with this capacitor to the base of Q2. So hence Q2 is turned off and Q1 is turned on. So that is the very important point you have to mention. So therefore this point is very important. So when trigger pulse is applied, in fact negative trigger pulse is applied at the, where we are applying, at the collector of Q1. At the collector of Q1, this is coupled to the, where this will be transmitted, this is transmitted to the base, it is coupled to the base of Q2. What happens when base is given negative voltage? Base of Q2, hence what is the status of Q2? Q2 is switched off and immediately Q1 is turned into on condition. So these points are very important. So when we apply trigger pulse at the collector of Q1, this trigger pulse is coupled to the base of Q2, hence Q2 is turned off, Q1 is turned on. So let us discuss the next point. What happens when, you can see that, so because of this negative trigger pulse, this is turned off, this is turned on. So what happens once this is turned on? This capacitor, similar to astable multivibrator, this capacitor discharges through VCC R and through on Q1. So this capacitor which was charged earlier to VCC now starts discharging. So that is what you have to mention. So therefore the potential at this point, let us say the potential at this point is say A in the circuit. So once this discharges, the potential at A becomes less and less negative. At some stage this reaches to the cut-in voltage of Q2, hence Q2 is turned into on condition, similar to stable multivibrator. So that is what we mentioned here. So first mention the circuit when Q1 is in on condition. So therefore when Q1 is in on condition, just I am mentioning the circuit. So when Q1 turned on, so when Q1 is turned on, so what will happen? Let us see. So this is the capacitor C. So this is the resistor R, so which is VCC plus VCC. So this is capacitor is earlier charged with this polarity in the stable state VCC. So this is ground. Now what happens? This capacitor discharges through this path. So this is coupled to the base of, as we have seen, this is coupled to the base of Q2. So just mention this point. So therefore what happens, since Q1 turned on, what happens? The capacitor C discharges through what is the path? R, C and through on transistor Q1. So once capacitor starts discharging, what will happen? Let us call this point as A and the potential at this point as say VA. The potential or voltage VA, what will happen? The voltage at VA becomes less and less negative. These points we have discussed, less and less negative. At some stage what will happen? At some stage it will reach, that means the voltage VA, it will reach to cut-in voltage of Q2. It will reach the cut-in voltage of Q2. What will happen? Hence, so because of this, once it reaches the cut-in voltage of Q2, what will happen? Because of this, Q2 is turned on. Q2 will be turned on. Immediately, Q1 is turned into off condition. So that means the circuit the circuit again comes back to the stable state. So this is the first point. When the trigger pulse is applied, the circuit will switch to the quasi-stable state. So it will remain in the quasi-stable state for some time, and again the circuit will switch back to the stable state. So this is about the working of the monostable multivibrator, which is very important article in the examination. Thank you.